It appears they're making a nest inside the pump, which doesn't work. I hope this picks up the sound of the birds. I can't see which ones are making the noises, but someone over there. Does look much nicer without the fence, or lots of fences dividing into small paddocks. I have to take just a few at a time because otherwise I get no traction. I'm mowing the lawn around the potager and being very careful to avoid these little creatures. He jumped out my way and I saw him, so hopefully I'll see the others. This is what I've done so far. I'm cutting it on quite a long setting because it's really rich, the grass, and I think if I tried to do it too low it would just clog up the machine. And here is the machine. I'm doing it by hand, well, pushing it anyway, rather than the sit-on mower. Well, that took me about 3.5 hours, and goodness knows how many batteries. And it's on the longest setting, so it's neat but not too clipped. But I've really got to tidy up edges and things, given we're leaving all the rest of the land long, not cutting the grass until later on in the year. This bit's the one. Can you read the temperature on that? 20 degrees. Considering it was snowing at the beginning of April, it's now the last day of April. Amazing turnaround. This is a different view of the pool for me because I'm in it. Not swimming yet, but I might, because if it's this temperature in the river in Norwich, I'd be swimming. So I really should, shouldn't I? Ooh, it's cold though. As they say, not too bad once you're in. These are some of the fellows that make the noise. strangely, they don't seem startled when I'm in the water. But surely I look like a big predator. Maybe not. They're sitting on the lily pads. And more here doing the same thing. It's a bit cooler today, Monday the 2nd of May, so far anyway. So I'm making a bit of an effort on the potager. Time for stop for coffee now. It's 11 o'clock and I've done half that bed anyway. I've also done a little bit where the potatoes are. As you can see, there's a few coming up, but plenty that haven't. Apparently there's some green whip snakes that live in here somewhere. I've not seen them, just a photo. But they can stay in there. They're not poisonous, but I'm not sure I like snakes. That one's dug and raked over lightly. Unfortunately, I discovered it was the home of hibernating toads. Sadly, the first one lost his leg, which I was very upset about. The following two startled me, but they survived intact, and there was one small frog in there as well. So the last bit took a lot longer because I was trying really carefully to not injure any more toads. This one's been dug over as well, and I marked out 4 lines for seeding. Carrots on the inner 2, maybe leeks, spinach, chard, maybe onions on the outer 2. This one's the first one going in this row here, which is the second from the left. Or is it the first from the left? Anyway, row number 2. That one's done. So in row number 3 I'm going to put this one. Round carrots. I have 2 more packets of unusual carrots. They're going to go in the far bed. I might leave that till tomorrow or a couple of days to spread out the harvest as well. I have added some radishes to the end of both rows of carrots, which may hopefully keep away the carrot fly. And in row number 1 I'm going to put this spinach in. And in the last row I'm going to put these peppers, chili peppers in. Last year there were some still growing here, so I think it's quite safe to put these outside. After all, it's pretty hot here. It's not like the English. This is English seeds. It says biggest crops in the greenhouse, but also grow outdoors. So we'll see whether this is the equivalent of an English greenhouse. Well, those seeds are a little fiddly, so I think I probably sowed them too thickly, too close together. I've got half a row spare now, because that only took half the row. I will go and find something for that rest of that row, row number 4. Well, I love pak choi, but I've never grown it, so I'll do the last half a row with this. I've covered them and watered them, which is a bit of a laborious task. I must get a hose pipe that reaches down here rather than fetching watering can loads from the pool. So that bed is now ready. In that I can leave it, just water it and wait for things to appear. Whereas this bed hasn't got anything in it. I'll wait for a few days and then sow some things in here. I've just noticed that one of my potato plants has a flower on it, so that one at least should yield some potatoes. This row is a bit of an untidy mess. That's the job for another day, is weeding all that. But the soil that I haven't broken is rock hard. I did tidy up this earlier today. As you can see, there's not that many plants that have survived. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 I think there, so not many. Rain has been forecast for the last few days but hasn't arrived. This will do the garden good. I heard some thunder in the background, but I don't know if that was just a distant rumble or whether we're going to get it right over us. That rain looks pretty heavy though, doesn't it? I did of course water my seedlings, my seeds, about an hour ago. I'm not sure that's particularly helpful, that stone. It's been put there a couple of weeks ago. We're now waterlogged outside the window. Well, it's hailing now. I hope that doesn't put paid to the blossom that's left on the fruit trees. I don't know if the camera makes that out, but that's a big puddle. As is that. When it stops, I might take a walk round just to check there's no other areas of flooding. That's waterlogged there, as is the path. It's obviously been a very heavy downpour. I will not need to water my seeds tomorrow. Given the problems with damp I had with my hammer, I'm glad it's been parked under cover. I wouldn't be surprised if the water level in the pool hasn't gone up by an inch or so. Yeah, I think they've got enough water, haven't they? My potatoes won't be thirsty for a little while. There's another cistern down there which isn't in use. You can hear it filling up, can't you?